Lakers Nation. So the Lakers lost to the Minnesota Timberwolves 108 to 86. Today I'm not even going to rant on Luke Walton. I'm not going to rant on the team. Um, I'm actually going to rant on management because after the Timberwolves blew out the Lakers by 22 points, uh, Woj came up with a tweet saying that the Minnesota Timberwolves has fired their head coach. Um, so you're telling me that a coach that has blew out the Lakers by 22 points gets fired right away. Yet Luke Walton, a guy who struggles since LeBron went down, since Rondo went down, you know, this offense literally struggled. That he doesn't have any blame, that he can still stay in the job. And then a couple of minutes later, you see Ramona Shelburne, a great columnist from ESPN LA, come out with a quote saying that Lakers management do not believe Luke Walton deserves the blame while LeBron and Rondo are down with injuries. It's really disappointing. Uh, you look at the team; they look like they're down two starters, but in my opinion, that's when your coaches step up. That's when your coach, you know, have smart plays, have your team execute, create good shots, generate offense with your actual system. And in my opinion, the Lakers don't have a system right now. All they have is ISO ball. All they have is turning teams over and then getting fast break points. That's it. We don't run anything. That's why we only have 86 points. You know, you look at the Minnesota Timberwolves. Who do they have? Kyle Anthony Towns and Andrew Wiggins? Really? Like, they have Jeff Teague, but is Jeff Teague really that good? Derrick Rose didn't even play. I mean, we only led by 1 point, the first point of the game. That's our only lead. Look, Andrew Wiggins, Taj Gibson, really? The guy's so old, man. Carl Anthony Towns. Look at that. Josh Okogie. I mean, seriously? Like, Jeff Teague at 15 points. I mean, really? Dario Saric, really? I mean, they have nobody. Tyus Jones, Gorgie Jang. I mean, really? They have nobody. Look at this. They have nobody. They blew us out by 22 points just with Carl Anthony Towns and Andrew Wiggins. And what do we come up with? Josh Hart at 10 points, Zubac has 9 points. But look, they only played 25 minutes. Zubac only played 18 minutes. JaVale only played 15 minutes. What's going on? Like, Brandon Ingram only played 25 minutes, and he only scored 15 points. And he's supposed to be your number one option. He shot 31% from the field. Why can't the coach draw up plays and give him easy shots? We always isolating, and trying to create offense. And now we can't defend. Lonzo Ball played 22 minutes. He's not aggressive. All of a sudden, he's not aggressive. He has 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Not very good. Michael Beasley, again, only played 20 minutes. At 11 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. Lance played half an hour. He's one of the better players today. 14 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. But why do we split the minutes like this? Tyson Chandler, 22 minutes. 6 points, 10 rebounds, 1 assist. Like, the rotation is another thing. Like, Caldwell Pope, 22 minutes at 9 points. 1 assist, 1 steal. Just same old problems. And I don't understand why Luke Walton can still be in the job. Speed only played 15 minutes. Why? You don't have wing depth. And you keep playing and you spread everybody out, and everybody just get equal minutes. What is this? I just don't get it. Why would you get equal minutes? The one with the most minutes today was what? Josh Hart 25. No, actually, Lance Stevenson 27 minutes justified. But how about the other guys? How come nobody else get heavy minutes? Like, I don't understand it. Like, and we started with two bigs today, Zubas and McGee, and they don't even know how to post up. What are they doing in practice? In practice, if you're gonna put in a game plan, you gotta have teaching points and say, how do we post up? How do we get the ball into the post? How do we take advantage of matchups? We don't have any of this stuff. We go down half court, we just randomly on top of the key and throw the ball into the post. Like, that's not going to work. It's just terrible. And I'm looking around like Magic and Rob, like, what are you gonna do? Like, Luke doesn't deserve any blame, really? Like, you just gonna let this team rot? Like, I honestly believe if they're gonna do this, it's better for us to tank the rest of the season. I'm serious. Because the coach is not maximizing the talent. They're not giving the team the easy shots that they deserve. They're not running an offense. So what's the point? I just don't understand it. And again, we go back to Minnesota. They don't have nobody today. All they had was Andrew Wiggins, and Karl-Anthony Towns. That was it. They were killing us. Absolutely killing us. 28 apiece. I mean, and we still can't beat them. I mean, it's just awful because there's no continuity. We can't run a proper offense. How many assists did we have today? 20 assists. That's way too low. Way too little. Not enough. What, 48 rebounds? They have 50 rebounds. Okay, two more, but our offense is just not good enough. For a coach coaching our type of talent, he needs to maximize our talent, and he doesn't do that. Luke Walton doesn't do that, and the only coaching credibility he had was coaching that Golden State team with, four All-Stars. Curry, Thompson, Durant. Actually, no Durant, but I forgot if there was Durant or not. But 3 or 4 All-Stars anyway. Doesn't matter. He coached that legendary team anyway. Like, 44 wins and 6 losses, something like that. Something crazy. But that team doesn't need coaching. That team pretty much runs on autopilot. This team doesn't run on autopilot. This team needs a coach to draw up good plays all the time and execute. On championship teams, all you hear about is execution. We don't execute. We never execute. All we do is play ISO ball, and it's so frustrating to watch. And I hate to say this, but whenever Rondo or LeBron are not on the team, like when they're not when they're not on the court, we just struggle. Like, we can't seem to do anything. It's really disappointing. When people say, "Oh, the Lakers have become like Cleveland," that this is what they're talking about. But why is it like Cleveland? Because the coach is just bad. The coach is just awful. A franchise like the Lakers, they don't deserve to have a coach that doesn't know what they're doing. I just don't understand it. The last video I talked about coaching replacements. I want Lionel Hollins. I said it over and over again. I actually wanted Lionel Hollins before Byron Scott even became the coach. again, as I said, he's a good defensive coach. He plays high tempo offense, although in Memphis he didn't do that because he had Zach Randolph and Marc Gasol, but he likes to play fast. He talked about that after he got fired from, I believe, the Memphis job on First Take. So hopefully a change will come soon. Otherwise, we pretty much tank this season and keep our draft pick. I mean, but anyways, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you thought about the game. Who would you want to be the next Laker head coach? I know a lot of people want Mark Jackson, but in my opinion, he does a lot of ISO ball as well. But we'll see how it goes. Also like this video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow after the Lakers play the Mavs. That's going to be a tough game as usual. Dallas, they're well coached, especially now they have Luka Doncic. It's going to be really tough about LeBron and Rondo and those guys running the team. So I pray that we get a win, but it's really unlikely. But other than that, I'll see you guys tomorrow.